What up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, LESKUZZY, and that's Nique 215, and we are back again with Win Over Ahead. How you doing, my brother?
I'm vibing. Life is good. It's another day, another dollar. How you doing?
Great. Now I can hear you, fan. Since we started recording, now I can hear it.
See, I told you. I'm a mute in between, so it don't matter.
All right. But all right, man. So what we starting with? You want to start with battle rap since this is the weekend.
Yep, battle rap is finally happening. NOme 14.
Yes.
I
All
think
right.
something else is probably happening too,
So
but
we
yeah.
got NOme 14, June 8th, 4 p.m. Uh, you get it on urltv.tv, the pay-per-view. 45 if you're a subscriber to the app, 65 if you're a non-subscriber. And so you get a $20 discount if you app game. Uh, the battle is happening. Main event: Loaded Locks versus Ram Needy. This is a small room, not big stage. So Loaded Locks versus Ram Needy. Kofi versus Jazz the Rapper. Wait a minute, what just happened? Hold on. I'm having some technical difficulties. Kofi versus Jazz the Rapper. Uh we are having Tay Rock versus Jerry West. Geechee Gotti versus Fonz. Miss Hassel versus Swamp, and Tita versus Denny Myers. How you feel about the card?
I like it. I like it. I think it's gonna be a good card, especially because there's no fans around. So it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be, enclosed. So if you choke, you definitely choke. I don't want to hear it was the crowd, it was this, it was that, it was the water. I don't want to hear none of that. But I like it. I like who they picked. I like who was in there. It's a cool joint. I just think I don't know. I'm not really battle rap ready right now. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, there's some good bars, there's some good
Yeah. Uh,
performances, so we can get into it.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch the event, live. I'm not sure yet, or I might catch it near the end. But I'm gonna record some of the event. So I'm gonna just click on the link on my record, like a whole videos, or ready to record. But I want to say this. What I was about to say. Okay, this is one of the things. So the event. Me personally, I'm not in better rap mode either. I'm not being in a better rap mode lately. I even forgot that I knew the event was happening, but I forgot it was happening this weekend until I saw on YouTube when they're doing the release. Promoting the events, and they're doing like a battle on Friday. Kid Slay versus Sofeso. Uh, and I guess there's another battle happening. I think Charlie Clips is battling also on that Friday press conference card or whatever is happening. Uh, so so then I was like, oh yeah, it's this weekend. I forgot about that. But yeah, so today I bought, you know, I paid my subscription to the app game because I'm not paying 65. I want to pay 45. I'm not trying to pay 65. Uh to be honest, I don't can't even give you predictions because I don't know what's anybody Tay-Rock, he's been on the road, Geechee, yes, T-Top. But the rest of the people, I can't give you predictions because I don't know what they've been doing this whole year. So I don't know if they've been better rapping. I don't know if they've been chilling. I don't know if they have, you know, to be honest, I can't even give you a prediction to this event. I just want to have good battles. I don't want Funds. I hope Funds doesn't choke. I hope Funds doesn't choke.
him and Geechee been going back and forth like they like it's an actual rivalry battle, which I'm kind of
I thought
surprised
they were
by.
EFB. I thought they were EFB. When they're not
I
EFB.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm
Ah,
telling
okay.
you, this last year was a bad year, bro. It was a bad year.
I thought Funds was EFB. If I'm not mistaken, I thought he was EFB.
I thought battle rap was about rapping. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, bro.
I,
I see more
man.
memes and paperwork than I do see rapping. I don't know
Hey
what's
man,
going on.
I mean, yeah. If y'all want to know, to be honest, I've been more doing other stuff. I've been reacting to. Me personally. I haven't focused on better rap until like this week. I tried to get into better rap mode. Getting ready for better rap. It didn't work. I'll get let you know. It didn't work.
I think honestly, I think no one's in battle rap mode. I don't even think the battle rappers are in battle rap mode. I think
I think
too
Geechee
much
and
is going on.
I can tell you, Geechee and probably Geechee and Tay Rock are in better rap mode because they've been battling. I think the last month they've been battling back to back, so they might be in better rap mode. But me personally, I can tell you, I'm not. I try to get myself, to get myself ready for better rap and get myself ready for, put myself in that mental state. Oh no, it kind of worked and it didn't work at the same time because I haven't finished a full battle so far this week. I watched the Geechee. I don't know. I watched Tay Rock versus New Jersey Twerk. Then I watched the 2-on-2, and most both of the battles are stopped in the second round. I Maybe because I already know the outcome. Maybe that's why. The only battle that I actually have watched entirely, uh, it's Geechee Tay Rock versus A Ward. I had to finish it. It took me weeks to finish the whole battle, but I didn't sit in one setting and watch a full battle yet. Or probably Geechee. Then I tried. It worked on the weekend when I watched Geechee and A Ward the first one again, and I kind of put myself in that battle mode. Watching it again. The thing is, it was like something that I was trying to get myself to after I found out that there's battles this weekend. Uh, but to be honest, I haven't I haven't watched the only person on this card that I've actually watched is Geechee and Tay-Rock. The rest of the and T-Top. The rest of the people I really didn't watch, trying to get myself ready for their thing. Oh no, I tried to watch Danny Myers. I tried, and at the end of the time I stopped watching, I started listening to it because I was like, hey man, you either I got it or not at this point. We'll see on Saturday if I'm even free at that time. If I'm not, I might just watch, I might just have it in my ear, just watch it. Then I might watch the VOD later to record it, but I'm not even thinking that. I don't even think I'm in that mode right in this very ish moment. No, I'm not. Uh, now we
I think after seeing the two biggest rappers go back and forth, and I think after um, the WNBA taking off the way it took off, I think the tournament and then the draft, uh, shit, the
the
NFL.
NBA, NBA, the NFL,
You got
shit.
Kyrie and Luca. I just think it's no
There's too
reason
many
to
shit
give
happening.
two fucks
Then
about
WW,
battle
then
rap.
while we on that, we know better rappers, also entertainers. They like to have hobbies. We see Tay Rock, the Saga, DNA. Who else? Hold on, let me get their names right. It's Tay Rock, the Saga, Chess, and DNA at a wrestling event, becoming wrestlers for the night
That too, WrestleMania, and then they go up there and start elbow dropping people,
and
like
jumping off the
and
top rope,
leg drops from the top rope.
like,
Like, yo, what's
like,
going on?
like it's more like I'm gonna then you while watching WWE, you getting some of us are getting back into watching WWE, so now you getting invested into wrestling more, like the storylines. Even though I, I need to I need to talk to a lot of people. That's something I want to talk about because I realize people really don't get wrestling until because I was talking to somebody, he's like it's fake. I'm like, I was like, yeah, oh, no, I was talking to my cousin. He's like, wrestling is fake. I was like, yes, we know that it's fake, but I don't think you get why people old like people who are older. We everyone knew wrestling was fake, but I don't think you get it. Is the
It's the
storytelling?
storyline. It's the stunts.
Yeah,
Like
like
he still jumped off that top rope and landed
yeah,
on him. Like that's a
yeah,
lot.
like you. I was like,
That's
you
a
think
lot.
he's like it's fake. They're not hitting each other, so I don't get it. It's like why is he entertaining? I'm like they are stunts. They are putting their body on the goddamn line because something can get you can get hit. There's a chick who said I somebody jumped on me and I got hit by a big boot on my face and I was swollen. So we had to communicate with the ref communicating backstage to the production, telling them, "Yo, she can't continue this match, or it's gonna swell up more. So let's wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up real quick in under 2 minutes. They are scheduled to have a 10-minute match. They had to wrap it up in like they were scheduled to like a whole like a 20-minute match, and they were like wrap it up real quick. They didn't get to 20 minutes because she got kicked by mistake by a boot. So I was like, it's like they are doing a lot of things. A storyline. It's like I was like, we watch TV. I was like, it's like watching a TV show with different storylines on a TV show. It's like you watch All American, you watch Power. The storylines in every kind of scene. As a WWE, it's a TV show. Every match is a different story. Some matches don't have a story. Yes, we call them card fillers. But most of the matches they have a story that they're trying to tell you. So you gotta figure out what is this? What is the story happening? I'm like right now. While going off topic, and maybe that's why most people are not in. I'm not in bed because I'm really trying to figure out. Like man, like the stories that's happening is crazy, right? But going back to battle rap, we will talk about WWE after this. Uh, I think because URL is not doing events that much. Maybe that's why. Another thing, they're not throwing events
That
every
too. This
single.
is like their what third event of the year.
I think this is their third. I think probably they have private events
I
that
don't think we're gonna get a Summer Madness,
I think they might have. No, we might
and
get a summer,
if we
but
do, it's
I
gonna be in November. That
maybe
shit's gonna be far from down, bro.
or maybe like October or something.
Or they're gonna use the money they get from this to make Summer Madness happen really fast.
Oh,
But I don't
don't
know.
forget, maybe because they kind of didn't want to do. Imagine they're probably saving money for Summer Madness because we haven't got a big stage battle yet. We got a volume.
We haven't got that Cassidy battle yet.
I don't think that.
Though we don't want that battle.
I don't
Just
think that.
think about
I
it.
think that battle is already. I think it got
It's
canceled.
canceled. Yeah, it's probably canceled already.
It
But
got
it's
canceled.
just
That was happened. It was wasn't that supposed to happen 2 years ago?
it's supposed to happen on a long time ago.
Yeah, I think it got canceled. I think maybe this is why my theory. That battle was supposed to happen on the sequel to the Drake event, but Drake didn't. The Drake event sequel didn't happen.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, Drake because caffeine wasn't in it no more.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
the very
Drake.
next year caffeine was gone.
Yeah, then Drake really didn't do. 2022 was the last. Drake was supposed to do his birthday card again, and that's when I think we were supposed to get the Cassidy, but with Mook doing his shenanigans, kind of, and other battle rapper doing shit, Drake kind of pulled away and stopped giving money. So, and Drake was like, I'll support from afar. I watch the pay per view, but I'm no longer gonna do like carding, make a card again. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. My theory is that I think that's it. Uh, now, if anyone y'all want to put your predictions in the comment section, y'all can do that. I'm just gonna enjoy watching. I probably better. I'm looking forward to the most Jerry West versus J Rock, a Kofi versus Jazz. Come seeing Jazz back outside again. In 2024 for the first time after she was been outside for 2 years. It's kind of weird that saying she's back outside, but she's been outside for a while, but she just took a break. She
This
like she
girl
lived.
been outside last month, bro. She is not stop. They just like saying back outside for
No,
whatever
I
reason.
think no.
They like
Jazz
it.
hasn't been out like rap battling for a while. She took a little a break from everything. I don't
Yeah,
know
but
where she
that
went.
break has only been a couple months. Everybody's took a break.
Yeah, I think, but I'm talking her personally that she took a break off social media, off everything. Like it was a while because she caught when she came back on social media, she had missed all the peak of the Drake and Kendrick, so she had to re listen to all the diss songs and everything. I don't know where she went, but she was off media. She was literally off social
She did
media.
that. She did that battle at the end of the year and was done.
Yeah.
What was
Uh,
that? November, December. She was done after that.
I
I
think it
don't
was
think that's a
October.
break, but
I think it was I think October or November, early November, sometime like that. But she yeah. Did we everyone wants to see the Romney versus Lord Lux. I to be honest, they just gonna show that they can write.
I think Nitty and Lux is actually going to be the best battle,
Yeah, did you?
and it's
Yeah,
crazy because I don't like this battle.
I don't like either. I just do it. It's just they're just gonna have me personally. I think Needy and Last is gonna be the best bet because I think they're the most prep time because it was already announced in advance months ago.
It was built around them. So
Yeah. So plus I think others have been. Most of them, other people have not been really. The only one who probably having momentum swamp after the Avery battle, Tay Rock after battling Loso and A Ward back to back, Geechee after battling Loso, uh, T Top after battling Chef Tres and Gemini in London. So that everyone has like a role going on. I think people who are not being outside that much is fans. I think fans has been better in low, small small events, like right. So yeah, but now let's talk about I think to be honest, you might be right. But although I think my personal, I think Jerry West versus Thing is gonna be the best battle versus Taper. Me personally. Uh, now let's another battle. No, now since we were, we already started with it. We just gotta smooth into wrestling, man. Uh, I know Vinny doesn't watch wrestling as much, but he kind of lets me talk about it because it's kind of fun.
I'm gonna be
Nigga,
honest though. I think this year is the first year where I thought about maybe I'll get back into it.
I'm
But
gonna
then I
lie.
seen them wrestle and the bull button up ain't get wrinkled at all, and I wasn't
Who
feeling
who
that. I
who
was
who
not
did
feeling that.
who did you see wrestle in the bull?
Jinder Mahal and
I think yeah, but don't forget, Jinder Mahal is kind of really. I don't think Jinder Mahal has he
listen,
been.
maybe he just a bum ass
Yeah,
wrestler.
but
But
I don't
him and
think
it was a superstar. It was the white boy. Um,
Ellen Knight or somebody or
no, it was
Cody
no, it
because
wasn't Cody.
because Cody
Who be
moved.
having the little man bun and the sides cut off? It's like a mohawk damn near. Um,
I'm now thinking
he
about it.
was the other one that was in the Roman Reigns fight. It wasn't Cody. It was another white man that was in the Roman Reigns fight.
Oh, Seth Rollins.
That nigga. They
Well,
sat
yeah,
there and cuddled each other, and I was like, bro, I can't take this, yo. Like,
yeah. I think
his
me personally, I think you watched the wrong because Jinder Mahal to me, he came in. He tried to have like TV time, and they just Triple H was like, yeah, it's not working. That's one thing. Triple H, if it doesn't work, Triple H is just gonna take you off TV. That's one thing I like. Maybe this is the reason why I got into it, because I got in after they took away Vince, right? I start I kind of kept, when Roman Reigns came back, and he was the tribal chief. I was watching it here and there, like when you're watching something like here and there, like, oh yeah, I'm just watching it just to watch it, but you're not into it. Like you be like, oh, this what happened. Oh, I see highlights. Okay, cool. But
It like wrestling catches you, right?
yeah, like
And
you
you'll
know,
watch it, like you sucked in, but then it's like you start thinking, like, wait a minute, my man's shirt is a little bit too silky after
yeah,
getting
yeah,
put a
yeah,
furful.
like
Like, what's going on?
yeah. So, but when you then after I watched, I think the one person that I think when they put Triple H, I think the reason why it's more Triple H has the best so far WWE or rest. I'll say WWE right now is having the one of the best years in 2024 is that Triple H, even last year, we'll continue with last year, like from summer last year to this year, why they're having this whole good run where most viewers are coming back to get into wrestling is because Triple H is now in full creative control, and Triple H is now kind of, he's bringing it from a wrestler type of point of view, right? He'll be like, oh, I think, believe this is happening. I believe this should happen. I believe that happens. Like the storyline he's telling is kind of, it's like watching a TV show, right? Like for example, right now, the biggest, if we know, everyone knows Cody Rhodes is supposed to be the face of WWE right now, right? He's supposed to have taken over Roman Reigns' spot. But unfortunately for Cody, he can be he is the champion, but I think his whole story just ended when he beat Roman Reigns. That whole like the whole aura, the whole special, the whole thing that Cody was getting with the fans, that the fans were getting behind with. After he beat Roman Reigns, that should nobody I can tell you now. Like when I see Cody, I don't feel nothing. I don't care about Cody.
But they could start a new story though, of him being a
What?
champion. Like it's
Yeah,
more
but
to it.
but don't forget
They don't have to
when
just stop there.
Cody when I'm not saying it stopped there. It's more of like Cody doesn't have the reason why people liked Cody when Cody came back, and the thing that made fans like Cody, because Cody kind of had that creative. He came with a creative idea, right? Saying that I came to WWE to win the title my dad never won. I'm coming to finish the story. It was not like a story that they found out of the blue and they started telling it. Literally, the first thing he did when he came, that's the first thing he had to say, I'm going for the title. Then he had to go through Seth, got injured his first match, literally broke his pec, like his chest pec, his pec thing, to the point where he kind of forced himself against any medical advice to wrestle the second match, his match in WWE with a injury, to where like when you saw him when he came back for his second match and he took off his jacket, literally his whole chest from right here to like this whole half of his chest was purple to bluish, and you knew that he was dealing with the injury. And even Seth said, he's like, when he took that shirt off, I literally, he's like, when we kind of like started like clinching to start the wrestling match, I told him, like, why are we doing this? Like, why? It's like, why are we doing this match? He's like, bro, you are not 100%. You are risking your whole health just for this whole match. So they kind of decided at the moment, like, I think Vince wanted the match to go longer, but Triple H and Seth and Cody kind of made it a little bit. It was a good long match, but it was not as long that Vince wanted, right? So that they don't risk him kind of the injury being as serious or stay him out longer. Then when he came back, I think that's when Triple H had finally got control. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he got came back. Triple H was given a little bit control of some stories, but he was not given full control of the whole storylines of WWE. So the started was like, okay, let's just focus on him winning the title. He tried to win the title, he lost. Then Triple H made him go through a whole revamping training for Roman, and he finally won it in Philly. Personally thinking, I think they missed the bar because I believe he should have lost in Philly and make one of the next pay per view in Madison Square Garden, because his dad won the title and was taken away from his dad in Madison Square Garden in New York. It wasn't in Philly. So technically, yes. I understand why Philly, when I say he won it in Philly, because that's where ECW came from, and his dad was part of the people who were in ECW. But I believe for his story to me to make sense, he should have won it in Madison Square Garden. But now they're on a dilemma to where he's now stuck. He doesn't have. Well, they're trying to tell a story with him and AJ Styles, because AJ Styles, like, he kind of grew. He kind of, how when you see somebody get into wrestling at a young age and you take them under your wing. That's what they're trying to do. Like AJ Styles was always the big brother to Cody, and that's what they're trying to do. But the way they're doing it, they're kind of rehashing the old John Cena storyline with Mark Henry when Mark Henry fake retired and attacked John Cena. That's how they're doing it. We'll see how it plays out. But unfortunately for him to be the face of WWE right now, I think Triple H, maybe that's why I believe he should have lost, because he could he's not the standard of being the face was set this high by Roman Reigns. He can't get there yet. The only person who's kind of touching that the standard of Roman Reigns' way of being the face right now, and maybe this is why Roman Reigns said his family is the number one family in his cousin Jay Uso, because even though Jay has no title, he doesn't have any title, he doesn't have any. But when you see him walking, like yesterday, he didn't have a match. He just came in to do a little promo on Raw, bro. And man, when his song came on, the whole stadium started going crazy. I'm like, that's the impact that Cody should have right now, right? But he doesn't have it. Then when you hear Jey Uso, I was like, Cody, my skills, when he talks in promo skills, he really, you can see that he's like more of like a wrestler who has been trained to talk on the mic, not naturally somebody who can talk just that's something that they can do. Like, some people, when you hear them rap, when you hear somebody talk, like, or rap, you're like, man, that's second nature to them, right? It's not like something that they worked on over and over there. I'm like, man, when you hear Roman Reigns when he's being sarcastic, you're like, okay, that's second nature to Roman. But when he was the baby face and he was trying to be like Cody, you kind of saw it was forced, because Roman Reigns is not like a person who talks. He likes to be sarcastic. He likes to put some little insults in here and there and be sarcastic with what he's saying. Then when you look at Jey Uso talk, and that's probably the reason why I like Jey Uso, right? I believe Jey Uso, he's unofficially and officially the face of WWE right now, is because when he talks, bro, he's just it's second nature to him. This nigga just you will say a simplest thing, and the crowd is paying attention. Like yesterday when he came back, he's like, "Man, I want to say, yo, y'all been with me." He's like, "Last year at Man in the Bank, we had the Bright Line Civil War." He's like, "I lost some brothers, I lost family, I lost a cousin, I lost my little brother." Yes, but at the time when during that match, that's when I realized I'm no longer a right hand man. I'm the main event. And you saw like he was talking. I'm like, okay, that's second nature to him. When he our part of the best right now at making talking or making things crazy on WWE, our truth. He's a comedian. His character is a comedian, and maybe because that's to him his second nature is being funny. This nigga said to the Miz, he made the Miz wear an all white, you know, formal wear, and there were the ice cream truck, and he gave it the ice cream, and and the Miz was like, "Why did you make me? Why did you tell me to wear white?" And actually, this is what Archer said. He's like, "Man, you gotta represent your flavor, vanilla." And the Miz, the Miz was about to respond. He's like, "What you supposed to be?" He said, "Strawberry." He's like, "Huh?" The Miz was, the Miz was trying to. He thought he was gonna say chocolate, but when he said strawberry, then you see the New Day coming. He's like, "What you wanted? What you wanted to say?" He's like, "I was gonna say strawberry." He's like, "No, you are not gonna say strawberry. You were gonna say something else. What flavor you thought what flavor did you think you were supposed to be?" And you kind of saw it because it was kind of funny, and it's because our truth is really when I hear our truth talk, I'm like, bro, is is this in a script or he just goes off script? Because he's just how great he is like I believe he's off script. Because sometimes he even catches Triple H off guard. Like when you said Triple H, when Triple H was trying to give them the titles, and he said to Triple H, "You can't fool me, Thomas Ciampa." I'm like, Triple H looked at him. He's like, "I'm Triple H." Like, what the hell is you talking about? Like, it's something. I think he doesn't do that. But hey, man, I like the storylines right now. They're like, I think the other storyline, the Bloodline storyline with the cross and the one Roman Reigns. And I go lie, I'm hoping Roman Reigns comes soon because right now Cody, he's making SmackDown can Cody's supposed to be holding down, leading SmackDown, and SmackDown is getting beat by Raw every single night. He has no chance unless Roman comes back. Raw right now, SmackDown has nobody. There are storylines that are interesting, and unfortunately, the biggest storyline right now on SmackDown is the Bloodline storyline. And when is Roman gonna come back? Literally every Friday when people I don't watch SmackDown. I can tell you that I don't watch SmackDown because I don't. There's nothing interesting on SmackDown that I care about. There's no story on SmackDown except for the Bloodline storyline that I care about. I don't care about Cody's story right now. I don't give a damn about it because I don't care about. I really don't. I'm not invested in that. I'm not invested in any other storyline because I don't know nothing about other storylines in SmackDown. But when it comes to when it comes to to the Bloodline storyline, it's kind of interesting because the Solo Sokoa, the little brother to Jimmy, the Usos, he is trying to be the tribal chief, but he's just doing it in a way of being like people who are just violent, right? Or quote unquote thugs by Paul Heyman. And they're going against Randy Orton and they're going with Kevin Owens. And on Friday, Paul Heyman came out and said, "Man, you should stop going against this bloodline, blah, 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 blah." He said it. And Kevin Owens refused to call Solo Sikoa and his new team the Bloodline. He refuses. He's like, man, that's solo Sikoa and his little group, his little friends. He said, that's not the bloodline. He's like, I have fought the bloodline. Like, you gotta see the crowd is agree. Like, we and understand that, they're trying to tell us this is the new bloodline, the bloodline 2.0. That's what the story that they're trying to give to the fans. But when Kevin Owens said this is not the bloodline, I go lie. I agree with him. I was like, man, Kevin Owens is right because this is not the bloodline. When he said, I refuse to call him the bloodline. He said, that's not the bloodline. I said, I fought the bloodline. I fought Roman. I fought Jimmy. That was Jimmy, Jay, Uso. That's the bloodline. I respect the bloodline. That's not the bloodline. He said, we don't even know the other two. They're not part of your family. I was like, that's true. They're not technically part of the Awani family, the Rocks family tree. They were not part of it. They are related to them through, I don't know, through whatever, but they're not actually on the family tree. They're not actually Samoan. They're Tongans. So I was like, oh, that's true. And the crowd say we want Roman. I was like, yeah, that's true. Then the other storyline that's interesting right now is Chad Gable and Sami Zayn, with Chad Gable and his whole clique. He's trying to, how when you have a dictator, when you have somebody who's just narcissist and he's trying to, influence others to be like him, when the good guy is trying to convince the people under this narcissist to not listen to the narcissist. It's kind of that it's like two people fighting for custody. Like a parent, like the parents are fighting for one child, and they're fighting. One is telling one thing, the other is telling one thing, and the child is just caught in the middle. So it's kind of that's how saw it on on yesterday when I was watching WWE. I thought this is like a custody battle right now. I'm like, this is crazy. They're like fighting for a grown ass man. The one is saying something in his ear, the other one is saying something in his ear. I'm like, this man is confused. He doesn't know what to listen to. I'm like, he wants to listen to Chad because Chad kind of improved his wrestling skills. He wants to listen to Sammy because he knows in real life, Sammy, his character is being a good human being, right? That's what Sammy is trying to tell him. Chad is trying to tell him, only thing you care about me is not, everything is supposed to be mine, but you gotta help me get my stuff back. I'm okay. It's kind of funny. Then now, the biggest storyline right now, Dominic must Ray Mysterio's son, Dominic, Dom. Yo, Dom, I don't know what the fuck you doing, but your acting skills are top tier, bro. How you let Liv Morgan kiss you on screen and you didn't push her? Then you push it after she finished kissing you. Like that's stupid. Then yesterday you let her touch your hair and you smiled. And she touched your little man and you smiled too. This is funny as hell, but it's funniest thing I seen. But hey, man, man, wrestling right now it's at its top high. We got hey man, we have the WNBA. Oh no, like, before we get to the WNBA, because we're gonna talk about it. Uh, I don't know how to say this, but I watched boxing this weekend, and we all know what happened. If you didn't see the videos, I think yeah. I want to say this. Maybe this is. I don't want to say. I watched it. I watched the event, the 515 Metro versus Queensberry. I really didn't care much about the rivalry or the scorecard. I cared about watching the people I know fight. I know I watched Ford, who's he was a champion at the time, fighting Nick Ball, and I believe after the fight, I believe Ford won, but the judges saw the other way around. So Ford lost the fight. and lost the points for Matchroom. I was rooting for Matchroom because Matchroom has, there are people in Matchroom that I like. They have Boots. Boots is part team Matchroom. Ford is team Matchroom. There's Jason what Hawkins team Matchroom. There's a lot of people that I like on team Matchroom, right? That I like, fighters that I like, you know. So I was team Matchroom, but I didn't know much of the fighters except for Ford and Wilder, and I think that's it. So Ford fought. I think it was the second fight. That fight, I think that was the fight of the night because they were literally like when Nick Boy hit him with the high shot, Ford answered with another shot. It was a war to the point that after I was like, man, even the commentators like, man, the only fair judgment is give it a draw. He's like, give it a draw because we can't pick a winner, right? Then, but that was like going into the 11th round. That's what they were talking. It's like this is like a draw. Then when the 12th round came, it looked like Nick Bo was edging was getting. Then he got hit with one shot that made him look like hurt. I was like, okay. Then Ford started controlling him the rest of the 12th round, and after that, I was like, man, I believe Ford won this fight. That's what I believed in. I was like, I believe he won the fight or it's a draw. When the judges came and said Nick Bo, I was like, how the fuck? But then I was like, okay, maybe because clinching, he was throwing more shots on while he was clinching. Maybe that's why. But I believe, to me, the judges got it wrong. Now the Deontay Wilder, I don't know if Deontay Wilder was in the right state of mind for the fight because he was already talking about retiring before the fight.
I think it's the end of an era, bro.
Because bro, because I believed him when he said, "Bro, I'm bringing the savage mode back. Nobody likes Mr. Nice Guy." I was like, "Okay, cool." Then then I saw the next interview. He's talking about retiring. He's like, "If I lose," he's like, I'm thinking about retiring." He's like, "That's if I lose, but if I win, the sky's the limit." I'm like, "Why did you talk about retirement? Like, open talk about retirement?" I was like, "Ah." Then when he got in that ring, and he was not throwing his right hand at all. He was just not even throwing a punch that much. And I'm seeing the Big Zen just throwing punches. I'm like, yo, Deontay, just throw the right hand. It's gonna land somewhere. Just throw the right hand. Please throw something. Just throw the jab, right hand. Then when he got hit with I believe it was the whiff of the power of Zhang grazed his nose and he turned around and got hit again. I was like, God damn. And he fell and he got up. I believe he was okay. I think because he stumbled towards the ref caught it off. I believe if he kind of, if the ref gave him a chance to, fight, yeah, I think he would be fine. But hey, man, it's an end of era. I think Deontay, maybe because somebody said it is because he never learned the fundamentals of boxing because he started boxing at 22 years old. So he he switched coaches because the coach that was with him until he lost to Fury the second time, that coach kind of challenged Wilder because the coach didn't give him even though he's like, yeah, he's a great fighter, but I got 10-year-olds who are way advanced in boxing than Wilder. His power is great. He's like, his power is God gifted. But boxing wise, he's not there. He doesn't have it. He needs to learn it. But he's refusing to learn it. And I got 10-year-olds who are better than him in boxing than Wilder, advanced. I think you should have stayed with that coach because he would have told him what not, some stuff. But man, it's the end of the era, man. But
Yeah, end of an era. His right hand expired. He
I gonna
was
lie, to be honest, it's not that he's ready in spot. It's just he And maybe his speed with the, because I believe when somebody said the fight and he said you just gotta use your hand speed and just throw it because Zhang doesn't move that much. I believe because Zhang doesn't move his head. So I was like, yeah, just do it. Just throw that goddamn right hand, but with speed. He would have knocked him out, but he was not trying to throw that right hand. He was trying to be literally he wanted a picture perfect shot, and he was not throwing the right hand just to throw the right, just to throw his right hand, and that's the problem. But yeah, man, I don't know why you here, right? So we, me and Vinique and some of my family, we gonna go to the boots fight. I don't know. You bring your car now, or you just gonna we gonna
Um,
check the Uber, then we check the train coming out to fight. But that the fight ends at 12 midnight, bro. Maybe like what?
I probably just take my car. It would make sense.
Yeah. So but now we got we got the rest of the cut. Boots is the main event. Everyone knows Boots versus Cody Crowley. The rest of the card is there is Cole versus Ganassi. I think Kalani and Cole is like a nice fighter. Then there's Nicola Vickers Vega. I think this is a female. Then there's LeBron versus Diaz, another good fighter. Then there's ja, Jalil Hakim versus Domson. Great. And Jalil was part of Floyd's camp. You know, and team. Money team. He just left them. Floyd's promotional company. He was supposed to be. The great thing is just Floyd is under PBC. PBC is not throwing that many events this year. They're like the URL. They're just throwing one event every like few months. Then Boots was like, "Hey man, I'm the main event. Let me put my guys on the card." So we got his protege. I want to say his best friend Ishmael, the chef, Muhammad, Dempsey Thomas. That part of Boots' promotion, Boots promotion, and Christian Castro, another Boot, somebody who trains with Boots, who's like a long time training partner with Boots. And 10,000 tickets already been sold. I think it's supposed to be 15,000, so he's just 5,000 away to be sold out. Man, I go lie, bro. Boots is one thing he's doing. He's gonna put he's this card is one of the great card that Boots is headline because I like the fights. I do like the fights. I go lie. Uh,
Sounds like an entertaining card.
yeah, there's KP King's promotion.
Hope
You
we
know,
see some KOs.
oh yeah, they're okay. I can guarantee. Me personally, I believe Boots is Ishmael might get a KO. Boots might. Okay, now I did a research. I saw a video on Boots' opponent's trainer talking shit, saying, "Oh man, he's like I hate that this is his first match in Metro because we about to go crazy on him." And then I watched his fight, the fighter that he's fighting. He has 9 KOs. He has 20 something wins with 9 KOs. Right? Let me tell you his record. Cody Crowley, right? That's his name. Cody Crowley. Uh I like him. I like him personally wise. I like him as a person. He has 22 wins, 9 KOs. Right? Good type of person. I like that. I like him. I like him as a fighter. Then I don't think he has fought. Man, I just saw his last fights. He hasn't fought top tier fighters yet. God, man, his last fight was a majority decision, and this is how I'm going to tell you how he won the fight. Last fight was what? A majority decision. Was it a 12th round bout? I don't know. I think it's a 12th round bout, maybe. He won by majority decision. One third was a draw. He didn't win that much. He's a good fighter. I will give you that. He's a great fighter, but I don't think the way he fights, he stands there to be. He stands to be beat. He's in the pocket too much. He doesn't move. He's not like a boxer that moves around, right? So he's gonna be in front of Boots, and that's telling me for Boots to knock him out. But I believe this is gonna be a good fight. But I believe he's gonna get knocked out. I don't know how long he's gonna stay. The last person who Boots fought, who had that style, like stayed in front of him, was a fellow Canadian, Castor Clayton. He got knocked out in 2 rounds. I don't know if Cody can I believe Cody can stay until round 7, 8. You know, I like it. After that, I don't know that. But there are some people that here now. WNBA, man, the WNBA. We saw Kellen Clark versus the Sky. They won. The Fever won. Beat Kellen Clark by 1 point. But there's controversy in that matchup. One of Angel Reed's teammates, Kennedy something, pushed or shoved Kellen Clark while doing out of bounds, you know, play. The media is going crazy about it right now. Uh, how you feel about the whole thing?
I feel like, um, just like everything else this year, y'all are ruining
Well,
everything. Y'all are
yeah,
slowly ruining everything. Like WNBA, cool. They gonna reach new heights. They doing their thing. I don't know about nothing until Caitlyn and what's her name and
injuries.
Angel Reese, and they're doing their thing in college. And then boom, you got Juju, you got Paige. Like so, the future is bright.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, but I don't know. I feel like this year y'all just ruining everything. Battle rap is ruined. Like with Drake going down, being a PDF, it's like
Everything is ruined.
everything is ruined. I'm telling you, music is not. It's already been trash, but it's gonna be really trash without Drake. I'm telling you,
Mm,
without Drake coming on and putting a little bit of sauce and calling the right writers, hey, it's gonna be trash. Cause y'all
I don't
think
think.
Kendrick is gonna save something? No, he's not. He's gonna be gone. He's gonna be writing about freedom or some shit. It's gonna be trash. So y'all ruining that, and then basketball ain't even about basketball. We ain't talk nothing about hoops, averages, how many layups this person did. Yo, you know I seen a stat on Threads that was like Caitlin Clark had a third of the season has went through. First of all, funny that a third of the season has went through and it's only been like 12 games. But anything,
There's
anyway.
12 teams, so yeah, it's third of the season.
But it's only two teams that's playing most of the games. The Sky is like they only play like 8 games or some shit. But anyway, um, if it's crazy to me that it said we're a third of the year through with the WNBA season, and Caitlin Clark has been fouled the second most with 46 fouls. It's
Yes,
like, bro, this ain't even about basketball no more. Y'all
I
talking about
think.
black and white. Y'all talking about pretty privilege. Yo,
Yeah,
I just want to see hoops. I want to see hoops.
so I was with you until I watched First Take this morning, or when I was coming out of work. I watched a segment about this. Right, they were talking about the whole situation with the Fever. I know with the Chicago game with Karen Clark, and one of the female who just retired from the WNBA. She's connected. She's still connected with the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They said it's more of like, they said, I think people are missing. Well, Kennedy, they were trying to. She said she's not defending what she did, but when Kennedy brought up the sequence that led up to her doing what she did, she's like, one, she's like, first of all, I know Kennedy. She has the littlest fuse. So if you say something if you keep saying something like, just antagonizing her to a point where she's like she's like that's how her type of play. She plays with like dog mentality, like okay. She's like just see Patty Beverly, like yeah, like you want to fight her. She's like that's the type of her, that's how she plays.
Yeah,
But
but
she has a
Pat
little few.
Bev ain't never found
Yeah,
nobody
but
that way.
no, she's saying she played. She was not saying like a short. Patty Beverly talk shit. But I say she was saying the girl who was from the Chicago team, she has a little fuse. But they say Karen Clark talks so much trash on the court. Like they say to a point where these are some players they don't believe like the words that she's saying, you know, might might put a bigger target than it's like first of all, you already have a bigger target as the number one pick. She's like, because I went through what Kellen Clark is going through. Right? It's like my own sister pushed me out. It's like my own big sister shoved me, dropped 27 on my head, and bumped, literally elbowed me when the ball was going. We were getting ready to get out of it. She literally elbowed me and laughed. She didn't laugh about it too. And my head teammate literally shoved me, and she didn't try to say, "Oh, that's my little sis." And she literally clapped hands with the teammate like, "Yeah, show her that this is not a college, right?" I think I think for Kellen Clark, because I watch some of the games, right? I do watch the games. I watched like a few Kellen Clark games, right? I watched like three, oh no, two. We are look every time when you see the clips, right? When she getting fouled or when she's getting pushed around, what the media is not doing is showing what she does also. She's a little bit of a dirty player. You know how when you do some stuff that you think you get away with, right? Then it ended up to be, and people start retaliating. She throws elbows, and when she's getting off the screen, she literally, if she doesn't, like, let's say she already passed the screen, right? And the defender is already stuck on the screen, she'll come around and throw an elbow and keep going. She does, even when she's defending, she's throwing elbows, she's slapping people, and it looks like it's an accident. But I'm like, man, I've seen this when she played in college. She does this. That's how the type of play she does it even in college. I was like, okay. I'm like, I guess the WNBA players are trying to say, yo, since you're doing, we gonna we'll meet you where you going with. Because Kennedy, the girl, her name is Kennedy, who did it on the show. She said it was a sequence that led to to the to the to her jerking. He's like, I played to a point of like, I'm meeting you where you want to be. So if we're playing that way, we gonna play that way too. So I think we can two things can be true. We understand what Kellen Clark is bringing to the WNBA, the revenue, the fans, everyone's watching it. At the same time, you know, she's not always innocent. That's what I'm saying. Yes, some of the fouls that she's getting is not, she's not, but also she's not the only one getting it. I see, bro.
Angel Reese got thrown down too. That's another thing. I don't think it's
I
just. I
think,
think two
I
things
think,
can be true, and it ain't
yeah,
just her. Because Angel Reese got thrown to the floor, and nobody said nothing. I
yeah.
think that's crazy.
And the funny
Um,
part, Angel Reese was like, man, I know her. He's like, man, she threw me to the floor. I know her. She's like, man, I knew it's nothing personal. I'm a rookie, and they don't have to be nice to me. They're trying to
but
feed
the
their
funny
fan.
thing is, Caitlyn will say the same thing, but they'll try to make it like this white girl
But
pretty privilege
I
thing.
don't think Kellen has said something though. She hasn't said nothing about it.
She came out and said it is what it is.
Yeah, but
And everybody's like, yo,
I
they need an
one yeah
enforcer, they
you
need something, they need a Draymond Green. Like,
yeah
bro,
but yeah but me personally, I would say she said it is what it is, but she said it because people keep asking her. When injuries happened, it was more of like don't forget. I think Kellen Clark doesn't have we everyone. How can I say? Angel Reese has the fuse as she has the type of thing like Asia Wilson. She's about that life. Have you ever seen a? You watch? I think the last. I don't think you watched the WNBA finals when she got pushed. Asia Wilson got a rebound and Liberty pushed it down. A Liberty player literally pushed it down to the floor, and Asia literally got up, and the coach came running from the bench and grabbed Asia like, "No, don't do it." I think people kind of know Asia. If you watch the sky type of demeanor is like, yo, don't fuck around with us. The whole team is like that, like like somebody said, he's like, yo, somebody said it when they draft the Asia, he's like, yo, people don't get this. He's like the sky starting five, four of them are those people who's gonna talk shit and they're about their life. If it's fighting, if they ended up being a fight, it's like four of them. They might be the reason why they started fighting it. It's like Angel. He's like Angel Reese Cardosa. Then another guard and and I think that white shooting guard was the last one. She's like those. He's like y'all put those people in the same team. He's like yeah, they about to get fouled. Y'all about to call. They about to get fouled. Like they about to foul people for no reason just to see if you bought their life. Uh, yeah. Now let's talk. We're gonna talk while we on here. The NBA finals start in well when your watch is already started. He doesn't believe the Celtics are gonna win. I'm in the middle of like, bro, I don't give a damn at this point.
I
Whoever
think the
wins
Mavs
wins.
gonna win regardless. I seen a video of a corgi um, bouncing the ball into two baskets. The Mavs 1-7. I got them winning in five, but that's just me.
Yeah. And then I watch. The other thing I was talking about. So now let's talk the NFL. It's mini camp. Mini camp. Manager mini camp started this week. uh One there are storylines happening. Good enough, there's no best storylines for the Eagles unless James, I don't know if James Bradbury uh came to mandatory mini camp, but I know for a fact the Cowboys had their mandatory mini camp, and City Lamb, they say City Lamb is not there. He's looking for a new contract. I don't think Michael Parsons is there. I think he's also looking for a new contract. The only other player who's there who's looking for Deck is there, but he's also looking for a new contract.
Yo, they looking for all these contracts, but they still gonna lose like the little
But
bitch
like,
ass team that they are. But anyway,
man,
my bad. I had to
we
get that off my chest.
yeah, but man, I ain't gonna lie, they should get their money. I'm not gonna say yeah, man, they should not get their money, even though they play for the Cowboys.
They should get their money for being bounced in the first round every year in the wild card.
Both City and Michael Parsons, they should get their money.
They should get their money.
Bro, don't forget. Let's be honest. When you think about the Cowboys'
Yo,
offense or defense, if you think about,
with that logic, Bradbury should be paid, bro.
he got paid.
Nah, but he should be paid again, bro.
No,
He made it to the Super Bowl.
he
Played
he
like
got.
shit the entire time. I don't want to hear nothing about a contract from niggas that ain't doing nothing with them.
Well, me personally, this is what I'm saying. When I watched the Cowboys, right? Because there's somebody. This was a topic on first take. They say who's supposed to be the priority number one for the Cowboys, and I'm like, hey,
Not none of these
I don't
niggas.
like I don't like the team. I don't like the team because I like it that they're having issues right now. I do like it. But if it comes to me, I'll say Michael Parsons is number one, CeeDee Lamb is number two. Deck is the last of their work. They should not worry about Deck. That's their least supposed to be their third priority. Yes, because he's looking for a contract. But to be honest, you already seen what they can do, right? Try, yeah, yeah. I'm trading for Trey Lance. Make Trey Lance your quarterback. Try and see what Trey Lance can have in the NFL, right? He hasn't got a chance to play in the NFL yet because he got injured. His when he was supposed to be the starter, he got injured the first game. He lost his job. He lost, he didn't have a chance to win it back. So he got traded you know, to the Cowboys. I believe he has a talent to be a great quarterback in the NFL when you give him a chance. Then
I don't want to be misconstrued. I believe I'm an advocate for everybody getting paid. I just think it's crazy to be paying people that don't give you any results. I
that's
think
why.
if I was a GM, I would be like, how much do you want to be paid? And I would literally give them a 1 year contract.
Okay,
I'll give
let
you a
me-
1 year contract of what you want because I'm not about to sit here and get bounced in the wild card again. You're getting you
okay,
buy,
let me.
buy.
Yeah,
I don't want to
so
hear this no more.
no, this is where my logic is, right? So I'm saying, did you not hear what I'm saying? You can see. I understand what you're saying, getting bounced in one round, but most of the two people, the other two people, they were not there when the 8 years that Dick has been there, right? City has been there what 4 years now or five. Uh, Micah has been there for 3 years, right? Deck has been there for 8 years and only won two playoff games.
And they were supposed to be winning a championship over the
But if
last
you
8 years.
and
When are y'all
then
gonna
for the
blow the team up?
That's why I'm saying Micah and City should be get paid because they are the young talent that they have to build around. Then get Trey Lance to play and let Derek go and see what happens.
Man,
Because for the last 30 years, you haven't not made it to the conference finals, but you paid everybody. I believe you should pay Micah because Micah has done his job. If we look at this, Micah did his job, right? Yes, they got blown out some games, yes. But Micah, you got Micah to go and sack the quarterback, and he always got to the quarterback and hit the quarterback, no Diddy, and sack the quarterback, no Diddy, right? CeeDee Lamb, he put out numbers, even in the playoffs. What happens? Sometimes Dak throws interceptions. That's how they lose. Sometimes the defense doesn't show up. The only person on the defense shows up is Micah. The rest of the defense doesn't show up. It's 15 niggas, 11 niggas on the field. Sometimes most of them doesn't show up. Only one shows up. It's a team sport. But I believe, me personally, I believe you should pay Micah first, CD. But now the problem with the Cowboys that they're having, CD wants to CD wants to get paid Justin Jefferson money. Because I believe they should have paid CD before Justin Jefferson.
so what? I keep seeing that contract too. So 4 years, $140 million. Which, by
And
the way, Cam Newton broke it down. These niggas is not getting paid what you think they're getting paid. But
no,
anyway,
so this
them
is what
taxes is
happened.
crazy. But
No, Texas doesn't have taxes though.
yeah, but you have to pay taxes in every
Yeah,
other state that you play.
yeah, but this is what I'm saying. When you break it down, his well, technically, I'm not talking about you know, uh, that was me talking about CD. For Justin Jefferson, he gets, he got 140 million, the most that's the most money by a non-quarterback to ever given to a non-quarterback, right, player. But he gets 110 million guaranteed. That's the most. The next best player, the next highest player on his position who gets more money is AJ Brown, who gets 87. Then I think 77 that's after that, and 76 after that. I think the Cowboys made a mistake because this is what happens. Justin Jefferson got his contract. I think Jamar Chase is gonna try to set the contract up, you know, top Jamar Chase to like 111. This is like how quarterbacks do it. Like you remember last year when the Eagles paid Jalen Hurts the highest paid quarterback for like 2 weeks. Then literally 2 weeks later, Lamar came back and became the highest paid quarterback.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I believe. That's going to happen. I believe the Cowboys should have did the contract how the Eagles did it. The Eagles are smart.
And they not gonna get no results out of that shit.
The
They ain't gonna
Eagles
get
are
no
super.
results.
Literally, the Eagles are super smart because the Eagles did this crazy. Eagles literally said, "Oh, nah, we ain't gonna wait. We are not gonna wait until next year to do your contracts. We're gonna do it a year early so that we have not to deal with. We don't have to deal with this all this thing. We don't have to deal with this all this shenanigans. We don't have to deal with this. So we gotta do your contract early, and that's it. And I believe that's what the Cowboys should have done. Do the contract last year for CD and Micah. I think if I'm not mistaken, Micah was eligible last year too. They should have did it last year or this year. I don't know when Micah got drafted, so one of the two, and that would have made it better. And I'll be honest, when you listen to Micah talk, he wants to be an Eagle. So if y'all don't get him paid, he might end up playing for the Eagles sometime. I'm just saying.
Because the Eagles got it done. We ain't win, but we got there. Y'all niggas are still in the first round. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have a different approach. I just feel like if you're not performing, and I'm tired of people getting paid and they not performing.
yeah,
Like
but
I
then,
want everybody to get paid, obviously, because I want to
yeah, but
be
I'm
paid. But
saying this. What I'm saying.
it's just crazy to see the amount of no performances. To see Tobias Harris is the makes so much money or made so much money in his career, and he ain't even have an All Star. I just think this is great. Yo,
Well, but
it's crazy.
but
It's too
then
much. It's
but
too much.
when you look at Tobias Harris, right? I believe he should have been an All-Star one of the years. He got snapped a few times.
Nah, he ain't get snubbed.
No, there are some few times when he averaged like 23 points per game, and I'm like, bro, he should have been an All-Star. Even the first year that he got paid, I believe he should have been an All-Star because I think he was averaging what 22 points and what 6 rebounds. He was in the conversation, but he got snapped. Then
He
the
was
year
doing that around the time that LeBron, Kawhi, and
yeah,
Giannis is all in the Eastern Conference. You're
no,
not getting picked.
no,
Like,
that's what the first year. That's when LeBron was already in LA.
and you had KD and James Harden on the same team. Like,
Yeah, but don't
he's not going
this
to get
what
picked. He's going to get
then
snubbed.
this what you didn't hear what I said. Like because he was supposed the year I think he was snapped twice because he was supposed to be an All-Star twice or three times because they put Ben Simmons over him for the Sixers. The coaches put Ben Simmons over Tobias because don't forget the fans vote for the starters, then the coaches and the media vote for the reserves. Earlier, Tobias was the last person to get voted in. I think one coach said, "Yo, we kind of knew that we messed up with Tobias because he was the last for like 2 years in a row. He was the last person that they voted out from the All Star." He's like, "We know who was the last person to be voted out." He's like, "Tobias was supposed to be an All Star for some of the years, but I believe, hey man, we might get LeBron this year." Somebody said the Sixers are oh yeah, Bronny stayed in the NBA draft. I think we talked about that.
We did.
He's officially in the NBA draft.
That boy going to
He
the Lakers. The Lakers can't get nothing else for him. The 17th pick. That boy going to the Lakers. They gonna
But
re-sign Bron. Yep, yep.
it depends though. It depends.
Because everybody else is scared to take him.
No, I
Which
think
this is
nobody.
a down year in the draft, so I don't know what y'all like
I
are
don't think
expecting.
everyone. I think people were scared before the combine, but when he went to the combine and he showed his game, right? People, cause it's like over 10, over 11 teams called him and want to do it into a workout. When's the NBA draft, anyways? I
I
might
think in a
watch it.
month,
No, it's this month,
right at the end, right at the end of the month.
June 20. Wait, it's 2 days this year.
Yeah,
What
first and
day?
second round
I thought I thought it was just 1 day.
in the
We
G
never
League
had
or some
two.
shit.
Oh no, he's not. I don't think. Okay. Whoa. So it's 2 days. That's the first time. I think this is the first time that they did it in 2 days. The first
I
round in
think Rich
Backlash.
Paul coming out saying that if he get drafted in the second round, he's not doing the two-way deal.
Well, technically, that's
He
not
confirms
really.
that boy is getting drafted, yo.
So technically speaking, that's true because Rich Paul has never done a two-way deal though.
Rich Paul was like, "Nah, we ain't doing no damn two-way deal." What y'all talking about?
So that's the first time in the That's this the first time that they're gonna do in 2 days.
Hmm. I wonder what they got planned. It's probably something else that they got planned if it's gonna be 2 days.
Because is the first round is gonna be at the Barclays Center, then the second round is gonna take place at the ESPN Seaport District Studios in Manhattan. So it's gonna be at the Seaport, and that's crazy. ESPN is gonna cover both first round and the second round, but NBC is only covering the first round because last year was 1 day, right? Yeah, last year was only 1 day. Uh, and this year is 2 days. That's the first time. So if he doesn't get picked, you know, by the first day, he might extra day. But without further ado, man, wait. National indication that the player is nationally representing. If a player is not competing in the international level, their national indication, national, which is player eligibility according to FIFA rules. I have no idea what does it have to do with anything, but okay. You know that there's a player that the Sixers drafted. He never played in the NBA, but he got traded like 5 different times.
Yeah, I think we was talking about that last week.
Like, how the fuck do you get drafted and you haven't played in 5 different times?
He never came to the states.
Yeah, but he got drafted. Hey, so or he got a contract though. That's crazy. So he still gets paid from the NBA, but he never got drafted. He never played in the NBA.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah, he
crazy.
gonna get paid. Yeah.
Yeah, but without further ado, man. Without further ado, man, we are out. I'm about to start my workout. I started my workout started working out yesterday. So yeah, I'm about to start my workout, man. See you guys in the next video. Peace.
He's
Yeah, I'm about to go to the